One love for you. Peace to the earth and the world. Peace to everybody and peace to earth. One love. I hope you're having a good one. Staying out of trouble. Taking care of your kids. And if you don't have no kids, I hope you're staying out of trouble and doing good things for yourself and everything. And all of y'all, I hope y'all doing good things for yourself. And if you could, try to help others or they need the help or not. Just do what you gotta do for yourself. This is what I gotta say about them billionaires that's in Puerto Rico. They don't care. Puerto Rico could do whatever you want, whatever they could do, and try hard. I understand. You gotta argue and fight for the government to understand that that Puerto Rico need help. That these billionaires are going up there, but you know why they don't care? Cause they got so much money, bro. They could buy everybody off and everything. They really. A lot of people, they say they like Puerto Rico, but they don't want to step in and help out. Get rid of these people that's trying to take over the island, building stuff over there, saying that the beaches is there, making hotels and all that in Puerto Rico. And the funny thing is that everybody say, oh, we love Puerto Rico, we love Boricua and all that thing, but they don't want to help out. I'm not saying that I'm being a bad guy, but it's the truth. Look what happened. You know what I'm saying? They was injecting our women back in the days for them to not have babies. You know what I'm saying? And then they wound up stopping that. There's always something going on with Puerto Rico. Like, nobody cares. But they love Puerto Rico. They love Boricua. They love Puerto Rico. But they don't want to do nothing. A lot of people don't want to do nothing. They don't want to help us. They don't want to help the island of Puerto Rico and let it be run the way the culture's supposed to be run. Even the president, he don't want to say nothing about it because he's a billionaire. A lot of billionaires, they don't care about us poor people and poor middle class. They only care about the ones that have money. So, you know what I'm saying? These billionaires, but they love when you buy this stuff. When you buy the electronic stuff, they love when you do buy their products and everything, for they could get more money to get richer and richer and richer. And then what they do to us, they just don't like us, bro. A lot of people don't like us, bro. And I'm sorry to tell you, that's the way I see it. They make it look good on Facebook and all these things, but the truth, they shitting on Puerto Rico. A lot of people, they always got something good to say, but they don't want to help out. We gotta scream our lungs out. We gotta struggle. We was dying. Us Puerto Rican was dying in the United States of America for the war, for this country to be free. Because if we would have not helped them, they probably would have lost the war out here, and it would have been different because they would have came over here. Or whatever would have happened would have took over. But we helped out. We died to fight for freedom. We did a lot of things in the United States of America, but they don't care what happened in Puerto Rico. They want to take. It seems to me that they want to take over Puerto Rico, and you go blame that on the whites and white American or whatever. It's the billionaires. The one that got a lot of money, they got power. They're gonna do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And the president don't care. The government don't care. Not even your own governor don't care. Your own governor from Puerto Rico should have stopped that. Them billionaires making them hotels, talking about the beaches are theirs, and they could come to their beaches and all that. You're going to have people from all over different places going to Puerto Rico and doing what they want to do. Puerto Rico's getting destroyed. They don't want, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say nothing bad. And it's true. Like, a lot of people say that they get mad because you got to speak English in the United States. The thing is that some of us Puerto Rican people don't know English, and we walk around the United States of America, and we walking around taking the buses or train, and some people, they don't know Spanish. And you try to talk to them in Spanish, and all they do is say bad things to you. Get away from me. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, you crazy woman. It's because they speak Spanish. Then then they get lost and wherever they want to go, or they get on the bus and they don't know English. They can't, they can't defend themselves because they only know Spanish. And sometimes they go to places that's all American and they speak American and she's speaking Spanish. How can she defend herself or him? So they start yelling at them, yelling at her or him because they only know Spanish and they start shitting on them. That's the truth. About the United States. We Puerto Ricans, we United States citizens and everything, and what happens to us? We get spit on, bro. Look, actually in Pennsylvania, like where all the Spanish community and Latino community and Puerto Rican community and Boricua community, they say bad things. They say there's a lot of gangs and a lot of things happening in their town and all this. And nothing happening. It's a quiet town. A lot of people are not really doing nothing. They're just shitting on us. They just hate us. That's what I could tell Puerto Rico. The best thing to do is everybody got to get together and argue in the White House, argue to the president or to the best thing to do is argue with Congress and tell them, go to Congress. Go straight to the Congress. Don't go to the White House and to argue with the president. Go to Congress. Let them get the headaches. Because they really not really doing nothing. They got money for big hotels. These real estates. That's what these real estate do, bro. They try to take over things, and then they really don't do nothing. They make things worse. Look at over here in Pennsylvania and Reading, bro. These real estate got mostly all the houses. They work for these agencies, or they try to sell houses for these owners. And some of these houses is not even. They mostly condemned. They destroy. They need fixing and everything, and they make believe they fix them, and then they rent them out. And the next thing you know, the one that's renting it out got problems with the apartment. The building is falling apart, and there's water leaks all over. And Reading, PA, Berks County, bro. Look at that, and other places too, like Allentown, Bethlehem. It's mostly some of them places. Them buildings are messed up, bro. The city don't do nothing. The mayor don't do nothing. He rather build the hotel. You know what I'm saying? Or fix the corona and blame it on the city. Every little mess, they blame it on the city, but they don't blame it on the outsiders. The one that's coming from different towns and different countries and different states, they don't blame it on them. They blame it on us Spanish people, Latino people, Puerto Rican, Boricua. Because we the only one, we the bad guy here, but we the bad ones. Like the way Al Pacino said, I'm the bad guy. We the bad guys. In Puerto Rico, they want to build all these things, but it's because they got money, and these real estates don't really care what you gotta say, because they got the judges backing them up. They wiping the judges' butt, and the judges go with them. And I tell you the same, the governor from Puerto Rico, she's full of shit because she's not doing nothing. She could stop that. You tell them, no, I don't want that. No, it's okay. Now you're going to have tourists going to Puerto Rico and everything, and nobody cares. They say they love Puerto Rico. They be on Facebook and TikTok saying good things. And wow. We always got something happening in Puerto Rico. Instead of fixing the lights over there and everything, I'm telling you, bro. And then this president got a war with Iran. For gas, for oil. And then when he became president in 2025 or 2000, whatever it was, he said that we got oil in the United States of America, that we don't need oil. We don't need no oil. But they say now he's over there fighting in Iran for oil. Now they're saying that, I don't know, some shit's going on with Iran, but they're gonna raise up the prices on the gas. They're going to raise up the prices just for a little while. But then, they raise up the gas for a little while, they want to raise up the food. They want to raise up the rent. They want to raise up the bills. They want to raise everything up just because we got to pay a little extra for the gas for your car, your motorcycle, or your plane, or whatever. You could tell me about. You know what I'm saying? I understand. You know, they're raising up the prices on that, but you know, food and water and rent. You know, people need that. People need to survive. They need that, and you know, I'm not trying to be the bad guy here. You know, I'm not just letting you know, and I'm not saying that the president is doing a bad thing, but the truth, you know, things are really bad. Things are getting bad, and nobody cares. And the thing that get me mad that everybody say they love Puerto Rico, and nobody want to help out. Get rid of them people and billionaires that's taking over. They don't pay taxes and nothing because they are billionaire. They get tax cuts or whatever and everything. They should pay taxes just the same way everybody in Puerto Rico is paying taxes. But like the territory United States of America, they don't have to pay taxes. They don't pay hardly nothing. And then the people, the residents from Puerto Rico that lives there gotta suffer. Gotta suffer. And nobody cares because they say they love Puerto Rico, but they don't care. Instead of everybody helping out, they don't care. You know, nobody cares, bro. Like, I don't know why. Puerto Rico did a lot of good things, you know, and also, they also have, well, like mostly they date other people from all different countries. Black people, white people, people from other countries, Chinese people, Korean people, you know, and everything. But no, with all that is, fuck them, let them die. That's the basically I see. I just want us gone off the earth. All of y'all. You know, we invent things. We do good things. We say good things, and all of y'all. What some of y'all do? Y'all take our ideas and everything, and then y'all say we ain't shit. We ain't nothing. You know, everything I learned it from going to school and learning from other people. I didn't learn it by myself. I didn't grow up with my mind knowing things. I learned things from other people and from school. And wherever I go, I try to learn. That's how I learn things. I didn't learn things from being psychic or whatever. So that's what I could tell you. So everybody could say whatever they want. You know, I'm Puerto Rican. That makes me a Boricua, a pure Boricua. I'm Puerto Rican. My mother was Boricua. My father was Boricua. I never met my father. He died when I was born. You know, that's all I could tell you. You know, I hope they do the right thing, bro. You know, them billionaires think they're slick. Them real estate, they think they're slick. They don't care. They got a lot of money. They know you can't do nothing because we poor. We are poor, low income people, and you can't do nothing. Even the poor middle class, low income, they can't do nothing. Only the rich middle class people could do something. You know what I'm saying? And they with the billionaires, so you screw one way or the other. That's what I could tell Puerto Rico. You know, everybody loves Puerto Rico, but nobody wanna help out and stop this crisis that we having in Puerto Rico. Not even the president of the United States of America. And don't jump to Democrat, because Democrat do the same thing. They say they're gonna do this, but they really don't do nothing. The Democrats. So basically, both of them. They make believe. They fake moves. They fake moves, and we get hurt. All the Puerto Ricans and from Puerto Rico get hurt. That's what I could tell you. You know, and I tell you, I feel sorry. I'm mad too. My heart is broken about it. That the president of the United States of America, Donald Trump, he don't even want to speak up on it. And this governor don't care. And they told me she's from Cuba, so she's not even supposed to be there. You know, I don't know if it's true, or she's from Cuba, or she's Puerto Rican, or she a Boricua, I don't know. But the truth, that's what I gotta tell you. Like, people say good things about Puerto Rico, but they don't care. You know, it's all fake moves, bro. That's all they do. They fake move. They make believe they like you because they want something from you. You ever heard of keep your enemy close to you? So they think we the enemy. That's why they keep us close and they figure us out. They try to learn from us. They try to do things and all this thing from us because they just want to take, and they don't want to give back. That's what I could tell you. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm not trying to tell you nothing. You know, are you a real trooper? You help out. Are you a faker? Don't help out. Stay away from us. Or you just want to take from us, you know, and don't give back, then just stay away from us. Because we helped a lot. We died. We died for United States. Some of our people got killed for United States and everything, but they don't care. Then you got the soldiers going on Facebook and TikTok, white soldiers and black soldiers. Oh, we over here fighting for United States and this that. Where the Puerto Ricans or the Spanish people that's fighting too over there? They over there in Iran fighting. There's not only white and black. That's what I could tell you. So I see you later, alligators. I'm gonna leave you go with that one, and I'm sorry to bother you once again. You know, Puerto Rico, just do what you gotta do for yourself and keep fighting and try to get rid of them people that want to take over the beaches and want to take over stuff. You know, we want our cultures there. We don't want a lot of different people from other cultures coming and messing things up. That's what I could tell Puerto Rico. So I'm gonna let you go with that one. One love for you. Peace to the earth and the world. Peace to everybody and peace to earth. Make sure you get something to eat and something to drink. You don't have nothing, ask somebody. Somebody might give you something to eat or something to drink, or might give you some change or money down the way. Or might give you a job, at least for a day or a couple of hours, or whatever it is. At least you have some money in your pocket to get yourself something to eat or something to drink. You know? Or get yourself something. I'll see you later, crocodile. One love for you. I love y'all for life. One.